Byzantium. By the time of Victoria III, it had been dead for around 400 years. Despite this, it's still a formidable nation in the game. This shouldn't be that surprising, as if you consider how many Rome simps there are today, there were bound to be a few nutters in Greece back then too. In order to appease said Romaboos, today we're going to be forming the Eastern Roman Empire as Greece, a nation with few natural resources and even fewer people. If you want to see more Roman content, be sure to like the video and subscribe. I might even form the Roman Empire from Byzantium. God, that sentence made me feel like I need a shower. The thing is with Greece is that they owe obligations to Britain, France, and also Russia, which makes a nice change from today where they just owe money to everyone. There we go, Greece is in debt joke. There's going to be maybe a few of those. I'm not feeling very inspired today. But either way, today we are going to be trying to form the Byzantine Empire, meaning that we need to control 12 state regions, all of whom on the Baltic coast, and also apparently Aden as well. Oh no, we need to the Venga. Okay, my bad. Anyway, so I've done this previously, but now I am a seasoned Victoria 3 player, and I'm probably going to do it better. However, having said that, last time I said I was going to play the Ottoman Empire again and try and beat what I did last time and ended up doing worse. So I guess the best way to play Victoria 3 is to have absolutely no idea what's going on. Speaking of, we start with decent laws at least, and we are going to see what we can do with that. We have iron mines, logging camps, and lead mines, and sulfur mines. We're going to need coal. How can we get coal? I think we just join a union. You know, I'm not feeling particularly like ambitious today. Apologies if that's the video you're looking for. But I think we just join like the British and do what we can. We declare an interest somewhere. Okay, if we go clothing and we go southern China, okay, because then we don't need any sort of steel. We just focus on clothing, textile mills. I'll mark it like, yeah, that works actually. We don't have any clothes. We just don't have a population. Greece is not a fun nation to play. I'm really selling this video, aren't I? Well, actually, having said that, the less fun I have during videos, the better the video seems to perform. So I'm like a bad month of ad revenue away from doing sort of heinous challenges in Tesco's. I'm not. Well, to be fair, I did ask a woman at Tesco where the dates were. She was working there, and she misheard me and said I have a husband, so she thought I was asking her on a date. So, you know, swing and a miss for your boy apparently. I just wanted to know where the dates were, did not expect emotional damage, because you can't turn around and go, well, I wasn't asking you, because then it looks like you're kind of, you know, trying to sell it. Insufficient construction for investment pool. Well, okay, then you do it yourself. I need to squeeze every bit of income out of this nation that I possibly. 400. I'm gonna import tools to get more wood. Okay, we're gonna drop our army down to the lowest level. Massively tax people, drop government wages and military wages, and let's see what we can do. What's using iron? What's using iron? Oh, the construction sector. Yeah, okay. Chuck that up there first. We need tools and iron. Okay. My thinking was I'd import the tools, but yeah, this has gone very poorly. Already broke the Greek economy, which is impressive given, well, it's their Greek economy. I gotta stop going after the. Well, hang on. Let me check my geographic stats. See how safe I am making fun of the Greeks. Because I got like 2 America jokes in me, and the third will turn off most of the audience. You're watching at home from America, most likely. Okay. You're not in the top 10, so the Turks are though. All right. Well, I guess making fun of the Greeks is on the menu. Oh god, I'm forming Byzantium. To all you Turkish viewers out there, the Turks like, no, I'm not making that joke. It's stupid. Okay. Alright, the iron mine's lacking tools. Everyone is lacking tools. So let's focus on, you guessed it, building tools. Now I have a shortage of wood. Can't believe every time I try and revisit a nation I've already played, I always make it worse. Alright, let's try and force through liberalization then. So much tax on luxury clothes, and let's also apparently haven't done my decrees. Fabric and fish, that's manufacturing. No, it's manufacturing industry, but no, not manufacturing, resource. On both, bang, bang. Get some social mobility going, a little bit of road maintenance. I have like another island, but I just don't look at it. There's no one living there. And you can't convince me otherwise. Okay, intensive agriculture, that'll help with the people who aren't living there. Dye workshop, soon. Sins of the past. And Greece does have a lot to answer for. What the Greeks do? They do anything. Obviously, there's the Byzantines. After that, projects get invaded by Russia and Austria again. That always happens at the start of these games. Get raw iron tools. Now we have input shortages of iron, but an iron mine's being built over there. Our GDP should skyrocket. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. Sometimes you just got to, plant little seeds. Doesn't help that. I mean, look, our standard of living has collapsed, and our GDP is schizophrenic at this time. But that's okay. Oh, we've got landed voting. That's nice. Ching. I'm hoping one of the great powers uses their obligation on me to force me into their ways. I hope, at least. The Ottomans have managed to take out to Cassia, which is a surprising development. I didn't see that one coming, has to be said. I need to get to the point where I can sustain iron frame buildings. I think we can, roughly. All right, I need to find someone with coal that I can invade with my mighty 10 battalions and 5 flotillas. Actually not that unrealistic. We just have to pick our target very, very carefully. We go down the society route, try and get our people educated, because 27.7% is not great in terms of education. Does Greece count as Eastern European? It's in the east of Europe. I don't know if they culturally are. Slavic. Do I know anyone from Greece? Well, I guess all of you watching, if you're watching this and you're from Greece, then no, I can't. I gotta start. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm having to go at the Greeks. They did nothing to me. Apart from invent democracy. Coal. There are very few places. Place in Mexico, Brazil, Nova Scotia. It's not gonna help me. France, Italy, maybe. I mean, there's that one province, but I can't get there. Does no one else have any coal? What about Wales? Wales has plenty of coal. It's Wales. That's their Australia. I saw New South Wales. It's like going on about Wales. It's coal in Wales as well, right? More education investment. Yes, please. Sure. Become the leader. I don't care. Need more hardwood. That should cover it. Now we need services, which means glassworks. We've already run out of labor. We need to liberalize faster so we can get immigrants in. I think they fixed it though, which is a shame. The Russian party? What the hell, man? You're Greek. Why is it called the Russian party? Why are they meddling in my elections? What? How did they win? They're actively called the Russian party. What? Come on, guys. I mean, everyone's loyal, I guess. Go for wealth, obviously, see if we can trigger that. The Ottomans are trying to improve relations. We are not anywhere close to a state to be able to take on the Ottomans. Dude, what the Ottomans are like aggressive, man. Taking 2 states already. They thought, nah, Egypt's too easy. Going, okay, wait, they lost to the Russians. They lost Cuban to the Russians. This is a kind of mental, not gonna lie. So Burma's been lobotomized. Maybe we research colonialism on that. It looks like we're selling. My thinking is we've already basically reached our cap, right? So in terms of population and labor. So I need to go hard on innovation such that I can create better standards so they don't have to work. Because otherwise, yeah. Like Steam Donkey is over here. I'm still a while off, you know, being able to do anything with that. What I do want to do is this, though. Filing cabinets. Trying to get the next level of education. Why would you build a lead mine? I mean, I might as well make it useful. Now we've got the English party. There's the Russians, the English, and the agrarians. What the hell is going on? Why is it the English versus the Russians and the agrarians? Oh, is it because that's actually really cool? It's because I owe them all. Nope, I don't owe them obligations. It's just a bug. I thought for a second it would have been because of, you know, the obligations that were like interfering in my elections, which would have been cool. Unfortunately, doesn't appear that is the case. All right, well, the Russians and the English far outstripping the agrarian Greeks. So, in fact, I'm going to flip it over to them. Defensive suffrage won't pass right now. No migration controls. Yes, please. It does appear the Russians are taking out the... Oh, please don't tell me you're taking a treaty pod, else I'm going to have to fight you too. That's just great. That's so fun. That's wonderful. I might have been able to sway Russia, but unfortunately not in this case. There we go. We've removed migration controls. Now we just need to get quality of life up. How do we improve a Greek's quality of life? Let's hand out tzatziki in the streets. I mean, I'd be happy with it. Well, there's the Russians. Why are you cautious towards me? Why? Oh God, why did you go for this, Ottomans? I don't know. Oh, I was meant to do this. 1.26 million people there. That would double our population. Kind of important. Because we've stagnated. Alright, we're going to go for it, because otherwise I'm out of options. We have a decision for the Ionian Islands. The game doesn't appear to think that I have a front line. I was going to do like a whole skit where I'm like, we lost. But like, there are no fronts. Just me getting raided. So I can naval invade Thessaly, but I can't. Yeah, so that was weird. Really not sure why that happened. It appears the Russian party win. The narrow victory over the English party and the Free Trade Party. Because the English party fractured into the Free Trade Party. Meaning the Russian front is solid as ever. Right, there's nationalism. Means that we can go ahead, annex the Ionian Islands. Great. We've inherited a crop failure. Alright, that gives us claims. Macedonia, Western Thrace, Eastern Aegean, and the Crete. And we can begin. Okay. We'll be honest, it's a little bit of time later. Usually, sometimes I break up these Victoria 3 recordings into different sessions, right? Because, you know, it's sometimes a lot to do all in one. Sometimes, Lath starts the second session, doesn't hit record. So, we're at war which is nice. Fortunately, I managed to check my audio levels, and there was no audio because I wasn't recording. Either way, we've managed to promise obligation to Italy, and the Russians are also getting involved on our behalf here, which is nice. And fingers crossed, they'll just keep pushing the front forwards. The war goal is literally to give us our stuff. Shouldn't be too tricky at all. Comes a good time because we have definitively run out of people. Not even mobilized my troops. I only hired a general. Let everyone else do it for me. Just work out to me. I was wearing my headphones. I never do that. They'll have high taxes to us. I'll probably drop that. Nope. No, I cannot. Isn't that a nice view? Ottomans getting partitioned. God, it was like 1918. Wait, hang on. We didn't take the all-important province of it. Morocco's really been shafted. I'd say do a Morocco GDP check, but you can kind of see where their GDP got halved and then halved again because sort of their main hubs. I mean, they have a population of how much now? 1.35 million. There's 1.46 and 1.45 apiece there. There are more people in these two provinces than the rest of Morocco combined. What the Tunisians are doing. Yeah. Okay, not great. Excellent. So we've returned this lot. The Greek state successfully completed. Now we go on to the Megali idea. Celebrate what we've already achieved. Repatriate our people to Greece. Or Byzantium will be restored. We're going to claim on Eastern Thrace and Aden. But more importantly, we have these lands. And we can put them to good use. A lot of turmoil. Oh my god, Thessaly has like 246,000. Yes, please. So desperate for any kind of coal. Yeah, I'll have a trade agreement with Italy. Export meat to the Qing. We've actually been exporting a lot of stuff to the Qing. Our economy is afloat. I can get sugar from somewhere. Steel's the issue. Okay, we may have to like start actually getting a decent army together. As much as I hate to say it, I think we need to go for coal. Who has coal but also has less than 5 a navy? At this point, I'd invest so heavily in coal mine in Valencia. Show potentials on map. Okay, so Sicily. I mean, it's just the Ottomans, isn't it? Yeah, we can hold on until we fight the Ottomans again, I think. Why are the Ottomans fighting the French? It's like the Ottomans went to try and vassalize Modena. Why? It's just... The Ottomans are really going mental. They're like, okay, we've suffered a humiliating defeat at the hand of the Greeks. You know what we need to do? Modena. That's where we get our empire back. Like, they haven't even tried to do it at the Tanzimat. Our general plan is going to be to improve relations with the Italians and the Russians, which we've been doing quite successfully, to especially, you know, I suppose all the great powers, to try and get some support on the ground when we eventually decide in a year's time to go after the rest of the Greek. The issue is because of our status, we only have one declared interest. If we remove that from southern China, we are then going to have to obviously move it over here, but that's going to tank our dye exports. So we really need to be sure. Stop the Italians from damaging our mutual relations. Thank you very much. Oh, we could just do it. We don't need an interest. So on this side of things, it's only Russia that'll get involved, right? On this side of things, it's everyone. So probably want to do that one. Try and get some people involved, particularly the Italians. I'm going to start building some skirmish infantry though. Take this. Coal mines. Oh, we're going to reach another level. Don't need a lot of territory. I'm going to subsidize the... Price that is expensive. I want to subsidize the chemical plants and of course the munition plants. Alright, there's the munitions plant. Chuck, you want the skirmish infantry. Need an arms industry as well. We're buying all available coal at every opportunity. 28. Should be fine with this one thing switched over to... That should do us. Just want enough such that it's not like completely hopeless if we have to fight the Ottomans alone. Because we are going to be fighting like 3-1, which isn't as bad as you might think. Our forces are loyal. Prussia ended their rivalry with France. I'll take top 10 things never to happen in the 19th century. Thank you very much. That's number 1. Number 2 is racial equality. Why did I say that? That's why it's so exciting in history to find out about tolerant society. For example, my massive penchant for like the Kingdom of Sicily in like the 13th century is part of that. I don't know, we have this idea of like humanity back in the day being this like uncivilized, unwashed like masses of people who are too dumb to see past their noses, when in reality like it's all societal pressure. I think it's something like you can go back 100,000 years and take a baby from 100,000 years ago, bring them up in today's time, and they'll be absolutely fine. There's going to be no distinguishing feature between them and a child raised born and raised today, if they were born 100,000 years ago and raised today. So it's kind of crazy to think that how much of our like society impacts ourselves, because you wouldn't think of a caveman 100,000 years ago as being smart, and yet they had the capability for the same sort of functions and activities as we do today. So my point is that it's the same point that I always make about people not wanting to judge historical figures on today's standards, which I disagree with. I think you absolutely should, with respect to their time. right? You know, for example, Napoleon, terrible human. You can still say he was an incredible military general and like revel in his exploits and like enjoy him as sort of like a figure of mythos. But at the same time, you should not forget about, or like brush out, like there's this tendency in history to like sort of brush under the rug the horrors that some of the great men of history did. And that's something I could never get on board with. A massive tangent there. It's something that matters to me. I think you can excuse a lot of horrible behavior in history by just going, oh, well, you know, they didn't know what they were doing. But like, yeah, I mean, they're still terrible people by any standard. I mean, hey, look at, for example, Christopher Columbus. He seen horrible things to the point where he was like, they were like, pretty sure they put him on trial for trials against humanity, like crimes against humanity. Pretty impressive back then. And yet I don't know, I found some like Americans want to make him look like a good guy. Like he had nothing to do with North America, really. He sort of just made it here. This has been a massive tangent. I can add another 50 of these. I think I absolutely should. At least 40. It'd be very expensive, but you know. I need to be able to fight the Ottomans on my own 2 feet, just in case everyone else backs down. Do you have a decent military commander anywhere? Cruel. These are all suck. I mean, this guy's like an expert in every sort of terrain, so I actually kind of like that. Let's recruit him. Maybe we can get another good one. We kind of need one in case the front splits, and the rest of them are kind of trash. Russia's expelled our diplomats. Well, that bodes well considering we need this province anyway, so, you know, good luck. You just have 4 tobacco plantations in a port. Can I have it? I'm building another 50, right? That'll jump us up to as powerful as... Yeah, dude, look at it tick up. I want to do another Japan campaign as well. But I want to do like Japan going after Europe. I think it'd be quite fun. Yo, Mexico! See you. Nice. Mexico doing well. Always good to see. Very rare. I've never seen Mexico like... I mean, this is the best Mexico I've seen. It's only 1867 to be fair. But usually Mexico's dead by this point. It's such a cool name. Gualata. Oh, Isaac. I was looking around at names now. The Maasai. Revive the Olympic Games. Maybe a major power, which solves our issues with regards to declaring interests. It's my eagerness to do so. Also, if I click this one right here, I get the Mexican and US markets, both of whom I believe have a degree of coal. Declared war on the Ottomans 6 years ago, but I really think it's worth building up like this. I don't have an issue with lead. Right, we have input good shortages of dye, which is good because we can start actually creating dye. That is temperamental. Need like 50. Get literally just one of these. He's a pretty valuable general. Oh wait, it suffers morale damage. Right, get him out of there then. Wait, what? I fired the other one. I was going to fire that one. I think the game fired the wrong general. I could be wrong there. Russian party still commanding a massive victory. The rest of Greek politics. Everything as it should be. Australia formed. Take a look at our plants and gives us less fertilizer. Okay, I'm going to do this. Requires more sulfur, but what I can do is 50 more sulfur. That'll give us 20 more. Lead we don't really need. Dude, I can't wait for coal. It's gonna boom our economy. I have no idea. Everything's set up such that I just need coal and I'll fix everything. Right now I don't need to import dye or explosives anymore. All right, let's give this a shot. Armed forces are loyal. Give us a nice little bonus. Our infamy is basically 0. For some reason I can't add Crete to the mix. Alright, no one's getting involved, it looks like. Devenga. What else do we need? Pisagian, Hudavenga. We need Northern Thrace and Skopje and Albania. Alright, this is going to be painful. Alright, we're off to the races. Easy defense there. Now, bear in mind with the new system, I just need to keep winning battles. If I win the larger majority of, like, the largest chunk of the battles, then he'll surrender. Not afford any sort of equipment loss right now. Literally import all of it. Shortage of ammunition, only slightly. Do that. Oh, they're getting shredded now. I'll fix my supply issues. It's 74, but we only had 23k in there. Oh, no. Well, this should mean we're taking back Constantinople. Ladies and gentlemen, the Greeks are about to take back Constantinople. Push across the strait. Unfortunately, because of how front lines work, I'm going to lose. Isn't that a fun... dude... We've got to keep pushing on all fronts, but like, dude, I hate this part of the game so much, man. I've now just got to like, all of my gains are gone. And that's the thing, it's not like it's something that I can control when that happens. It's not like the AI did something clever or caught me out, it just happened. Like, there's no reason why these fronts shouldn't be connected. Oh, that was a little bit more painful than I had anticipated, but it's done now. All right, and we're gonna switch over to steel now. Start cracking on with that. Still see the fire from the fight. How much coal do we actually need? Well, obviously, each one of these steel mills produces how much? It's about 65. Right, we're gonna need about 3 more, 4 more. Okay, Morocco's been taken over by Spain. They've really not had the most fun game. Oh, speaking of not fun games, the Scandinavian capitalistic revolt. We get 40 more prestige, we become a great power. What? You can't just change the thing to now 600. Right, we are going to need metric ton. I'm gonna build 15 of the bad boys. Probably a bit unnecessary, probably need only like 5. But the sentiment was there. That's just how much we need. I should declare another interest. Do 4 more. Do one over here. Do like a good bit of Italy. India serves me well. Get some opium from over there. Look at that one. Chain them all up. Apart from Tibet. One long line of interests. Oh, Pomerania's been released. Don't think we're going to see a Germany this game then. Let's Austria forms it, which I've seen once before. It wasn't a video. I don't play Victoria 3 outside of video, so I'm just going to assume it wasn't a video. Condensing engine pumps and some dynamite going. Jack and his steam donkey. Not necessary, we have the, we can stop importing so much coal. Alright, we've managed to get ourselves total separation to hopefully calm down some of the turmoil, considering you're not going to be discriminated against. Right, how can we take on the Russians? Who do you not like? An alliance with the Prussians, rather troublesome. What was a custom union with the Qing? Christ, man! You've been doing well for yourself. Good, sir. Okay, I have an idea then. I'm going to fight them now, because I don't think that they can land on me, and I should be able to just sit on it. Sure, you can have syphilis. And then he immediately gets a promotion. I like your style, army. I like your style. Alright, take a treaty port. Alright, they're not putting anyone there, so no sudden movements, chaps. Like I said, it's important we do this before we take out the Ottomans, otherwise we'll have a border with them. Just want the treaty port, man. Any other requests, and I won't be able to actually pass it. Go. There we go, we took it. They were turning up at the end. I think I mobilized a bit too early. All perfectly on time because it happened, so there's that. 29 flotillas in reserve? I'm not going to do anything though, because that's going to get me killed. If I don't have an admiral, it's... Okay, we're good. Jesus. Yeah, so if I had a navy, we'd have lost the naval battle. Like I said, I'm confident in my my military abilities. Not so confident in my naval abilities. Okay, electrical generation, because maybe we'd start to sort out... Well, actually, we have too many issues with logs. I don't really need too many issues anywhere, really. We're just trundling along. Private sector's doing its thing. We're doing our thing. Weird, again, that, like, the entire state gets devastation. I understand, obviously, as to how it works. Like, that's fair enough. Still. Okay, a successful defense. We are camouflaged. Nice to know what is 100. I want more prestige. Might make me a great power. I need another 50. It keeps on getting further away. They keep on moving the goalposts. Pulling up the ladder after them. War support will go down -3 every week. There's another one this time. They got 55 versus 37. They're just going to keep killing themselves. Fine by me. We've only lost, well, we lost less than 10,000 men. They've lost 50,000. 140,000 in total. Lost about 30,000. That's a pretty good odds against Russia. Because against Russia, you need like 10 to 1. Having said this, I think the Ottoman Empire would probably let the Russians through. It's weird that there's no like asking for military access thing. I feel like the Ottoman Empire would probably let the Russians sort of ravage the Greek lands given what we did to them. But I'm okay with the fact that they're not. Also, they definitely failed the Tanzimat. Oh, what's going on over here? See, there's my thing, but like, what's here? Oh, it's Württemberg versus Bavaria, but Russia is getting involved to subjugate Württemberg. Württemberg's trying to subjugate Bavaria, and in return they're going to subjugate Baden. Okay, Württemberg's gone after Bavaria. That's Württemberg, right? That's HoratioNullbuilt. That's Württemberg, and they're trying to go after Bavaria. That's bold. That's ballsy. I'll give them that. All right, we're about to win against the Russians. New party formed. Sick. Takes out a lot of our legitimacy. Apparently, our armies joined the English party. Alright, sweet. We won. Right, now we just need 2 more. Skopje and Albania. Alright, now we can actually start exporting stuff. And that all want our goods. Get chairs to the Mexicans. Grain to the Mexicans. Explosives to the Brits. Go ahead and give some clothes to the Russians. See, all you need is coal and iron. And then you're set. The sky is the limit. You want to restrict the child labor? You can do that. We'll restrict child labor for you, buddy. We're on high... taxation. This is still per capita taxation as well. This is not... that's why. Crete belongs to the Egyptians. I don't know why I thought there was the Turks. Yeah, we can't get past 20 flotillas. Not right now. But technically, yeah, we would need to. Creating base resources. We've got 57 troops. We have about 90 to 100. Yeah, 91. You know, we need to get a general for our Anatolian side of things. Automatic irrigation. I could ally with Portugal. Why would I do that? Alright, let's see if we can get away with this. Not check my infamy. Literally nothing. Anyone going to side against us? Russians would side with us. So would the Italians. But it also probably means they're likely to side against us. When do I need? 190 more electricity. 200, I think that's 4 of these. We want to conquer Skopje and Albania. Both of them will be primary. I just want Konya. There's pretty borders. As in, can you give me these borders? It's late at night, chaps. I have some Frenchies to deal with, apparently. All right, we're doing fine so far. Holding off in the east and pushing in the west. There's only 13 French divisions over here. We've got restricted like peasants, which is nice. Or children. Labor. Restricted peasant labor. We are also going to go ahead now and activate our conscripts. I've made them as good as our regular troops. They're just going to take a little while. The Ottomans are actually going to surrender. I believe it's because the sheer quantity of... I thought it was 1. 8, -8, because they've taken 147,000 casualties. All done. The French are going to keep kicking, which is fine. There was support going down as well, because they lost 100% of their battles. To be fair, they only sent in about 30 divisions, so I can't, like... I was panicked for a second, I'm not going to lie, that I thought they were going to bring in a lot. I thought this video was going to be a lot longer than it was going to be. Well. The French apparently heard me. Northern Thrace Treaty Port is achievable through capitulation. Yeah, I don't know about that one. They have positioned 137 troops here. No, I'm not accepting that. In case of who's going to break first. -3.8, -2.41. We got a bit of a head start, and we should be able to push them out soon. Oh, for a second they'd take White Peace. One good battle, this could be it. This is a bit tricky. This one's going to come down to the wire. Christ. That was close. Okay, well, we get to go ahead and form Byzantium, become an empire. Looking pretty good to me. That is a disgusting mess. Oh, that's not one nation. Might as well become a great power before I end it. Yeah, I'm on. A little bit more. 7 off. Nope. 9 off. 5 off. Nope. 6. There we go. Right. We've become a great power. Byzantium is back once more. And a much more stable Byzantium than the last one, if I recall. This one's one that could very easily go on to, attempt to form Rome. Which you wouldn't be too opposed to, maybe. Usually I don't do part 2s of Victoria 3 videos, but maybe on this occasion we do Byzantium into Rome, because that could be kind of cool. I don't know, Greece into Byzantium, Byzantium into Rome, bada bing, bada boom. And like I said, I've set up my economy well this time around, so we should be able to do something with that. The British are going to be very, very tricky, but I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve for that. Right, so yeah, if you did enjoy, please do make sure to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Huge shout out to my Patreons. Most importantly, Redguard76, Lewis Wright, Ryan B, Atreides, Blenderman, Crilly, Ghostwolf, JadeOut52, Sjalmi, Luke, Matthew McHugh, Mike473, Mikey Lewis, Original, ShadowSinger, and Tom. Your support means a lot, guys. Whilst you're here, why not watch another video? I mean, it's right there. Just click.